And then they have cans of soup. Soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Running against the worst candidate in the history of presidential politics puts pressure on me. Can you imagine if I lose my whole life? What am I going to do? I'm going to say, I lost to the worst candidate in the history of politics. I'm not going to feel so good. Maybe I'll have to leave the country. I don't know.
Why attack Sanders? 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 Why?
You're getting nervous, man.
I went in yesterday and there was a television screen and there was a television screen. Went in yesterday and I went in, this is genius. I went in yesterday and there was a television screen and I said, this is genius.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, both the other by...
Even before you do that, and not even including that, that's why I hardly even included that number, although in one state we have a tremendous amount of dead people, so I don't know. I'm sure we do in Georgia too. I'm sure we do in Georgia too.
Every day it is time for us to agree.
$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Testing. Hello? Testing. Testing. Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Testing. 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 Is it on? Hello? Hi, Max. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the TV. I'm talking to the television. I know, Max. I'm crazy. Who am I talking to? Testing. 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 Hello? Testing. Jesus Christ, look at this. What the hell do I do with this? Oh, God. Should it go this way? Should this go... Testing. Testing. Is this thing on? You may notice I'm wearing the same clothes. I'm a mess. Hello, users, and welcome to another episodic show. This is the show for the episode today. Where does this go? Where does this hair go? Testing. 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 I got a wire. Testing. It's the Above It All show. Today, is the show. This is the Above It All program 1741. What am I testing exactly? Just settle down. Anyway, I noticed you have a new profile picture. Is that like some anime bitch? What's going on there? Waifu Wednesday, folks. It is not today because today is Monday. Today is Monday. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow, you may not know this. In fact, there's only one person who knows this. But tomorrow will be the first time I've had a guest on the show in multiple months. So, I'll let you speculate as to what it's going to be about, who it's going to be. Many people are saying, that it's going to be great. So tomorrow will be Tuesday. Tuesday I'll have a guest on the show approximately 10:30. So I'll do a short pre-show and then we'll move into that territory. And tomorrow there'll be a guest, and feel free to speculate or don't. Or don't speculate. That's also an option. But we got a show today, which is not Tuesday. Today is Monday. And there you go. Damn, that sucks. Anyway. It's a little, got some fluff on the testing. Testing. Scott. Testing. All right. All right. So today we have a show. This is the Above It All show for today. And don't worry, I'm going to uncrunkle that paper later and then use it to like print some eBay labels. So anyway, we got a show going on today. As you can see, there's some paper in the background. We got a program. Today, it's all on the floor. It's fallen everywhere. I don't even I don't even know where it is anymore. It's over there. It's on the floor. Right. Okay. Testing. Testing. Does that shelf some of my collectibles? I collect. This is like 5% of what I got. A lot of my shit's in boxes. So this is mostly stuff that I've accumulated over the course of this year. Except for the PS1 games, of course, we got some classics. We got Mega Man 8. You know, you love Mega Man 8. We got Mega Man X5, Mega Man X6, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. These are all PlayStation 1 games. Sealed, like new, and by like new, I mean it's new. It's brand new. It's got the security label straight out of the Sony factory from 1999, 1997, 2000, and 2001, respectively. So, but anyway, that's and some other stuff. We got some musical, and we got a Max the dog. Does anyone see that? I got it. This is the wrong shoulder. Max the dog there. We got some books I've been reading. I read books. And then up here I got paintings that I found on the side of the road. I found those on the side of the road. And then these paintings I got at a thrift store. So anyway, that's there you go. Testing. We got Jane Doe in the chat. Someone I've never heard of before. Welcome to the program. And it's good to see you here. The only non-member. You know? Look at this. It's a bunch of green usernames. Can I like change the color that the member thing is? I know I can change the icon, but I'm a lazy whore and I haven't done it. But anyway, thank you. I'm a lurker. Well, not anymore. Not anymore. You've evolved. You've grown up. They grow up so fast. Ah! And now you're not a lurker anymore. But anyway, I've got coffee. Testing. All right. Grocery stores in the United States of America. It's the Wild West. It's the wild motherfucking cocksucking son of a bitch motherfucking West in the grocery store. Now, what is the grocery store? It's a drug dispensary. About 85 to 90% of the quote-unquote food in the grocery store is poison. It has drugs in it. You might not know this. You know, they used to put cocaine in Coca-Cola. Now they put something even worse and something even more addictive. That's right, high fructose corn syrup. But this particular story is not quite about the poison that we find in grocery stores, although there is plenty that I must point out, but it's more about the lies that labels and boxes in grocery stores tell us. And one brave freedom fighter is going up against the beast. That's right, Velveeta macaroni and cheese, if you can even call it that. Her mac and cheese took more than 3.5 minutes to make. She's suing. Ready in 3.5 minutes, declares the packaging for Velveeta's microwavable mac and cheese cups. But that's simply not true, according to one allegedly inconvenienced South Florida woman who points out that the figure accounts for just the microwave time. It does not include other time-consuming steps, such as tearing off the lid, adding water, and stirring in the cheese sauce, she argues. Amanda Ramirez might not have bothered buying the shells and cheese product, quote, had she known the truth, says a proposed class action lawsuit in which she is the lead plaintiff. Now, if anyone out there has ever purchased Velveeta macaroni and cheese, what I want you to do is figure out how to join this class action lawsuit. I'm not joking. Now again, you might find this funny. Oh, it's funny that food companies lie to us frequently. Oh, we should just take the lies. Oh, they lied about how long it takes to create the final product? Oh well, shouldn't you just expect food companies to lie about these things? I say, no. I say, fuck those motherfucking food companies. If it takes 3.5 minutes, I expect 3.5 minutes. If I buy something that says it takes 3.5 minutes and it turns out I need to take 4.5 minutes or 5, guess what? I was lied to. And I know, again, a lot of people find it humorous. Oh, funny. Oh, yes. Food companies lying to us. Oh, do you ever take, when you look on a food label and it says, if you're not completely satisfied, money back guarantee? It's good, but am I completely satisfied? Not really. Call that motherfucker on the phone. Get your fucking money back. So anyway, let's keep going. The suit filed in the U.S. District Court in Miami seeks more than $5 million in damages on behalf of the Hialeah woman, Hialeah, I guess that's the location, woman, and other purportedly hoodwinked customers. It accuses the Kraft Heinz company, the maker of the cheesy cups, of deceptive and unfair trade practices. Quote, consumers seeing ready in 3.5 minutes will believe it represents the total amount of time it takes to prepare the product, meaning from the moment it is unopened to the moment it is ready for consumption, the complaint argues. The Kraft Heinz company said in a statement to the Washington Post that it was aware of the frivolous lawsuit and will strongly defend against the allegations in the complaint. Frivolous? Frivolous? Frivolous. What is frivolous? How is it frivolous? You lied on the label. It's a lie. So is the lie frivolous? Or is the lawsuit frivolous? What if you don't have a very powerful microwave? What if you've got one of those cheap ass low power microwaves and it takes 4.5 minutes or 5 minutes on low power mode? Is that frivolous? They lied. I don't understand. How is it frivolous? The food company lied. They should be held accountable for lying. It's that simple. Does the box say, ready? Does the box say microwavable to perfection in 3.5 minutes? No. It says ready in 3.5 minutes. They lied. It's a lie. It's a lie. So in order to say, hey, this is kind of uncomfortable to be lied to, that's frivolous now? Join this lawsuit. If you have Velveeta, if you have a lawyer, figure out how to join this lawsuit, because food companies, they think that they could just lie to us, and that's just part of doing business. What? I say fuck that shit. If I buy food to put in my body, I expect accurate inaccurate details. If they lie about the time it takes to cook the meal, what else are they lying about? Are they lying about how much protein is on the nutritional label? Are they lying about the saturated fat content? Are they lying about the ingredients? If they're lying about one thing, what makes you think they're not going to lie about other things? The lawsuit previously covered by the South Florida Sun Sentinel was filed this month by William Wright of the Wright Law Office in West Palm Beach and Spencer Sheehan of Sheehan and Associates in Great Neck, New York. The attorneys did not immediately respond to requests for comment Sunday afternoon. Sheehan, whose website calls on people to get in touch with issues they have been told are unsolvable, has made a name for himself suing food manufacturers he says misleads consumers. He has filed more than 400 such lawsuits in recent years, NPR reported, and in doing so has almost single-handedly caused a historic spike in the number of class action lawsuits against food and beverage companies. Based. Can I get this motherfucker on my show? I'd love to interview this guy. I'm in. He went after Kellogg, arguing that the company's strawberry Pop-Tarts marketing is deceptive because the pastries contain additional fruits. He said Keebler and Betty Crocker were wrong to call their cookie and cake mixes fudge because they contained no milk fat. And he took on Keurig Dr. Pepper. Wait, Keurig Dr. Pepper? Isn't Keurig the coffee machine? I don't know. Over the words that appear in the A&W root beer cans made with aged vanilla. That was among about 120 lawsuits over companies' assertions that the products contained vanilla, NPR reported. Quote, I guess I've always been the type who would be annoyed and never liked it when companies cheated people for small amounts. Small amounts, millions of consumers. If you cheat someone millions of times, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. In the mac and cheese case, the complaint alleges that Kraft Heinz Company has been able to charge a premium price, $10.99 for 8 2.39-ounce cups by claiming the snack only takes 3.5 minutes to make. It lays out the steps on the back of the package. First, consumers must remove lid and cheese sauce pouch. Next, they must add water to fill line and cup. Stir. Third, microwave uncovered on high for 3.5 minutes. Do not drain. Finally, they should stir in contents of cheese sauce pouch. Defendants then notes that cheese sauce will thicken upon standing. Those directions, the complaint says, show that 3.5 minutes is just the length of time to complete one of several steps. A truthful label would have stated that the product takes 3.5 minutes to cook in the microwave. It adds, the lawsuit accuses the Kraft Heinz Company of fraud, false and misleading advertising, breach of express warranty, negligent misrepresentation, and unjust enrichment, along with violations of laws barring deceptive and unfair trade practices. The lawyers say there are probably more than 100 victims spanning multiple states where the product is sold. If you have Velveeta and you live in the United States of America, I highly suggest reaching out to this guy. Do it. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. If you have any receipt for any Velveeta product, reach out. It's called solidarity with your fellow consumer. Now again, I know we live in the United States of America. It's commonplace to be lied to by everybody, but it shouldn't be. We shouldn't be okay with food companies lying on the label. Again, if they lie about one thing, what is to prevent them from lying about everything? Ramirez, the lead plaintiff, purchased the Velveeta shell and cheese cups multiple times, according to the complaint. She is like many consumers who seek to stretch their money as far as possible when buying groceries, it said, and looks to bold statements of value. She would buy the mac and cheese again when she can do with the assurance its representations are consistent with its abilities, attributes, and or composition, according to the complaint. But for now, she can't rely on the claims made by the Velveeta product or other similar ones claiming to be ready in a set amount of time, quote, because she is unsure whether those representations are truthful. So I say, this is American. I say, this is as American as apple pie. And I don't even like apple pie. But you know what? If I were to go buy an apple pie and it said it was made with real apples, and then I find out it wasn't, I'd be pissed the fuck off. And so should you be. So anyway, if anyone has Velveeta or has purchased Velveeta, I highly suggest looking into if you can join this class action lawsuit, because there are other people that have been victimized just like you have been, and it's about time that these food companies pay for the crimes that they've committed on Americans. So again, there you go. Full and uncritical support for this woman and these lawyer firms that are representing her, and hopefully you and others. So throwing that out there. Anyway, that's the first show, first story of the day. You know, how's everyone doing? People are trickling in. Trickle in economics. That's this program. Trickle in economics. Yeah, so. Instant cup noodles. Instant. Yeah, I don't think so. Good? You? I'm good. I'm okay. Oh, folks, we have a surprise guest appearance. Max the dog is, he's here. Hi, Max. Do you have anything you want to say? Oh. He's being, you know, he's doing that thing where he, like, he runs under the chair, you know? You know what dogs do that? Like, he can barely fit under the chair, but he does it anyway. For me, it is sad that this is the recourse people have: sue a company over misleading time information. Those companies do so many horrible things. I agree. It's like getting Al Capone on tax evasion. Do what you can to fuck these companies up, because you know they're fucked up to begin with. You know, there's all kinds of legal shit that they're doing that's fucking disgusting. So get them on what you can, and hopefully that makes up for all the possible crimes they committed. That's my opinion. There is a beautiful baby boy in my location. Look at this. Give it up for Max the dog, people. Give it up for Max the dog. That's incredible. That's incredible. So, wow. Anyway, so we have a show going on today. I noticed Retro Boomer also changed their profile picture. Can't really see your face anymore because, you know, your skin is so white and so is the lighting and the wall behind you. So all I see is like just like a white haze with like some blue at the bottom. It kind of looks like a photograph of the ocean, you know, a little bit. You got the water at the bottom and the sky. But I assume that might be your face, Retro Boomer, in that profile picture. Either way, I suggest taking a new one because that one is horrible. But anyway, so got a show going on. Can we get a tail thump? Max! Max! Oh. That was not just a tail thump. Max has been activated. He's here. He's here. I'm too funny? Really? All right, I'll try to reel it back a little bit if I'm too funny. I apologize for that. Hello, D. Vader. Good morning, babe and fellow peoples. Am I babe in this instance? Because I'll take it. Anyway, I got a show going on today. Couple things I want to talk about. Iran calls for the United States to be banned from the World Cup over social media post. Iranian state media is calling for the U.S. to be banned from competing in the 2022 World Cup over a now deleted social media post in which the U.S. national soccer team altered an image of the Iranian flag. In a now deleted tweet, the U.S. men's national soccer team posted a graphic that includes a doctored Iranian national flag without the Islamic Republic emblem, which represents the Islamic saying there is no God but God. Quote, by posting a distorted image of the flag of the Islamic Republic of Iran on its official account, the U.S. football team breached the FIFA-COM charter, for which a 10-game suspension is the appropriate penalty. Iranian state news agency Tassim wrote in a statement on Sunday, Team USA should be kicked out of the World Cup. In a statement to an Iranian news agency, Iran's Soccer Federation legal advisor Safia Allah Faghanpour said that the U.S. not using the Islamic logo in the Iran's national flag is unethical, according to the New York Times. Jesus Christ, these fucking pop-ups. Quote, respecting a nation's flag is an accepted international practice that all other nations must emulate. Faghanpour said in a statement, I'm just going to, abbreviate that name real quick to the first three letters. The action conducted in relation to the Iranian flag is unethical and against international law. In a statement to CNN, the U.S. Soccer Federation posted the image for a 24-hour span to show support for the women in Iran fighting for basic human rights. Images on the social media accounts returned to using the proper Iranian flags by Sunday afternoon. Quote, I think it's such a focus group on the task at hand, but at the same time, we empathize and we are firm believers in women's rights and support them. Now, I'm just going to say this. I know a lot of people love the World Cup. Fuck the World Cup. Fuck the World Cup. Fuck the Olympics. Fuck all of these so-called sporting events that funnel money into these corrupt, disgusting, shit-fuck governments. Qatar? Fuck them. Iran? Fuck them. Russia? Fuck them. The Olympics was held in Nazi Germany. Fuck them. The United States? Fuck them. Fuck all of these oppressive and disgusting fucking governments, and fuck this so-called sport where we all pretend, oh yeah, let's all pretend to get together and have a good time and play kickball. Fuck kickball. Fuck your stupid fucking sport. Fuck these countries. These countries are garbage. They're garbage. Now, again, I don't give a fuck about the FIFA charter. Fuck the FIFA charter. I don't give a fuck about how ethical or unethical it is. There's no God but God. What? What does that even mean? Look at this. Okay. There is no God but God. What? Motherfucker, that's not even a word. That's not even a sentence. There's no God but God? Huh? But you just said there's no God but God? Is that an incomplete sentence? There is no God, comma, but God, and then you just stopped writing? That's not a sentence in any language. There's no sentence there. Fuck your God. Cry about it. Okay? Again, in the same instance, again, Qatar paid and bribed the World Cup to host events there, and then reneged on part of that bribe, and then started repressing LGBTQ people and women who are trying to attend the game. Now, again, I can't imagine liking kickball so fucking much that I go to a fucking country like Qatar. If you could even call it a country, Qatar is more of a, barren military outpost than a country. By the way, Qatar owns the most expensive artwork ever created, the Salvator Mundi by Leonardo da Vinci, which, by the way, isn't the real Salvator Mundi because it was restored. Again, I don't believe in restoration. Art restoration is a scam. Also, I don't even believe Leonardo painted Salvator Mundi, but that's a whole different conspiracy for another different time. Fuck Qatar, fuck Iran, and again, I'm going to be fair, fuck the United States. I don't think we should have international kickball games. I don't think we should have international kickball games unless we can get together as an international species. I don't want to play kickball with someone who wants to kill me. I don't want to play kickball with someone who wants to kill someone I know. I don't want to play kickball with someone who believes that God is going to smite all people of a different kind of religion. That's fucking weird. That's weird. That's fucking strange. Right? Now, again, a lot of people say, oh, sports is a way for the world to come together. Is it? Is it? Is it? Who's coming together? Who's coming together? These so-called countries, like Qatar, again, not a country. It's a barren-fueled military outpost with private mercenaries, not a country. But these so-called countries, again, weaponize slave labor. Yeah, that's a way to bring the world together. To get slaves to construct a stadium in our country, so-called, where gay people are to be executed on site as official policy. Fuck that fucking shit. I don't believe in international sports. I don't believe in them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck the World Cup. Fuck the World Series. I think that's just America. I don't know. Fuck all that shit. I hate international sports. Fuck the Olympics. The Olympics is garbage. Imagine, like, once the Olympics is held in Nazi Germany, all bets are off. Fuck that shit. Fuck it. Fuck it. People train their whole lives for these sports. I don't care. I don't care. Find another hobby. Find another hobby. Again, this fake international unity, again, it's fake. Iran is a terrible fucking country. Iran is a garbage fucking country. Anybody that supports Iran's government is a fucking idiot. The religious fundamentalism of Iran is ludicrous. And I say the same about Republicans in the United States. I say the same whenever Joe Biden says, God bless the USA. That's fucking ridiculous. What is the difference between Joe Biden saying God bless the United States and God bless our troops, and Iran saying there is no God but Allah? What's the difference? What's the difference? Tell me the difference. Can you tell me the difference? Find the difference. What is different about those things? The idea that if I train my whole life to participate in a sport and I'm gay, that if I go, I have to choose, go to this government that might theoretically kill me. Who knows if I'll get black bagged after the game is over and murdered? Who knows? Or I just can't play my favorite sport because the international community has to come together. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Now again, I don't necessarily support the United States trying to instigate things like that. I don't. But I say fuck them. I say fuck them. In the same way that I think God bless America is a stupid fucking phrase, and it's authoritarian, it's theocratic, and it's disgusting, I think the same about any government. Isn't it weird? Okay, so God blesses the United States, but God blesses Iran too? And God blesses Qatar? And God blesses Russia? How is God blessing all these individual countries? How the fuck does that make any goddamn sense? It doesn't. Again, I don't want to turn this into a whole religion thing. Religion, fucking stupid. Anyone that believes in God, dumbass motherfucker. They should not be in charge of any policy position whatsoever. As soon as someone says, yeah, I believe in magical fairy sky daddy. All right, if you want to work in the service industry, that's fine. But any position of power, you should be banned. You should be banned from holding any position of power if you believe in stupid shit like God. Just, sorry. Does that trigger you? Oh, no. Oh, God, I triggered the poor God people. Oh, God, no. The God people are triggered. What do we do? The only thing that these World Cups and Olympics are, it's a money laundering scheme. It's a money laundering scheme. It's a scam. It's a scam. All sports, as they are. Now, if you're playing kickball with your buddies in the street, and you're like 12 and your buddies are 13 and you're all playing kickball in the street until the cars come, and then the cars come and everyone gets out of the street, that's fine, whatever. That's what sports is about. Anything professional sports is a scam. It's money laundering. That's all it is. These capitalist countries, so-called countries, again, Qatar is less of a country and more of a military outpost. But same thing with Iran. Iran's barely a fucking country, let's be honest. Right? I would say the same about the United States. To a different degree. But again, it's a money laundering scheme. These companies funnel money to these fucked up repressive governments. Those fucked up repressive governments create stadiums with slaves. That's what Qatar did. They created stadiums with slaves. Saudi Arabia is trying to get international golfing tournaments. How did they create all these courses? Slavery. In the same way, how does Nestle create chocolate? Slavery. I don't support slavery. I'm sorry. Oh, so radical of me to not like slavery. That's all it is. That's all the World Cup is. That's all Olympics is. It's slavery. It's slavery. That's it. Money laundering, slavery, human rights violations, all to bring the world together for like 10 minutes, and then we're going to go back to killing each other? What? 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 All professional sports, money laundering, scams, human rights violations, and in some instances, slavery. Look at college football in the United States. That's debatably against the 13th Amendment. So again, I'm against sports. Not the actual playing of sports. I'm against record tracking in sports. All human bodies are different. There's really no way to have records. Subcategories are just made up anyway, so it's all pointless. Right? International sports leagues, garbage. Professional sports, garbage. It's all garbage. Now again, if you want to play kickball with your buddies, right, if you want to go down to the local rec center and play a game of basketball, it's all good. I don't give a shit. Sports are fun. Not for me. That's not how I find it fun. But overall, you know what? If you like sports, that's fine. But if you like watching sports, that's also fine. But we can organize sporting events that aren't founded on slavery and money laundering. It's possible. It's possible to have sports in existence without grooming children from as young as ages of 8 or 9 to become Olympic athletes. You ever look into this, by the way? Has anyone looked into the grooming of children to become Olympic athletes? How does someone become an Olympic athlete? They need to be groomed as a child. Think about it. Think about it. You see all these Olympic people that are 18, 19, 20? Do they really want to be there? Have y'all ever heard these stories of Olympic athletes being groomed from the age of 8? They get a silver medal and then they kill themselves because they didn't get gold? Have you heard this? This has happened many times. So I say this whole system, garbage. 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 It's total fucking trash. Fuck Iran. Fuck the United States. Fuck Qatar. Fuck the World Cup. Fuck FIFA. And fuck everything even remotely adjacent to all of this fucking garbage. So again, you know. Oh, Iran is so... Oh, they were mean to me. Oh, we execute women in the street for taking their clothes off. And they're... that's mean to me. Like, go shut the fuck up and fuck yourself. Oh, wait, sorry. You're not allowed to fuck yourself because God said so? Pfft, give me a fucking break. So anyway, that's my opinion on the World Cup. Thought I'd jump in on that train a little bit. It's already 10:46. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus motherfucking Christ. Jesus motherfucking Christ. I'm just going to say this in different ways for the rest of the show. So if any, if anyone is making anything that requires voice acting, by the way, feel free to reach out. I don't mind, very cheap rates. I'll happily do voice acting for anybody. If you need anyone that says, Jesus cocksucking Christ, I will happily scream that into a microphone for payment. But anyway. Optimistic nihilism. I resonate with that. Bob Carmody, if you're a voice actor, does that mean you could theoretically get me a gig? Like, you're a voice actor, right? So, you know people, right? Because you're like fucking 50 or some shit, right? No offense, but I mean, you know people. Can you like get me in a room somewhere where I can get a career in voice acting? Because that would be great. I'd love to be a voice actor. You love my mushroom shirt 2 days in a row. That's right, I'm not changing my fucking clothes. I need to find someone who's good at animation and we can do our own thing. Pants. Once again, the pants are on. If anyone wants proof, I'm wearing my Christmas pajamas. I've got 2 pairs of really comfortable pajamas, both of which I don't really like the designs on, but they're pretty comfortable. If you want me to take my pants off, I will happily accept payment. But once again, you will not see anything. It is only for your imagination. So, and for my wallet. Those are the only factors here. But if anyone is interested in voice acting, or anyone who knows anyone, if you ever hear anyone who said that they're interested in voice acting or finding voice actors, you know someone, and that person is me. So throwing that out there, happily will do that. Anytime. I'm going to talk about Elon Musk. I've got 2 Elon Musk things I want to talk about. Physical comedian. Well. Maybe. You're learning animation? Excellent. Have I heard of the letter hack? No. Tell me more. All right. So now this is an interesting situation here that Elon Musk has found himself in. This one is apparently this is like a month old, but I missed this one. And I want to talk about it now because, I missed it. It's still news to me, so I'm going to talk about it. So this is from Insider. Ghislaine Maxwell reportedly asked Elon Musk to destroy the internet in the famous photo of the two that the billionaire claims was a photobomb. So this is from October 11th, 2022. It's about a month and a half old. I missed it. And if you missed it, we're going to jump in. Anyone remember this photo? Anyone? I do. I've seen it many times, I will tell you. Elon Musk's picture with Ghislaine Maxwell may have been more than a photobomb after all. The photo was taken in 2014 at the Vanity Fair Oscar party in California, but it didn't make a splash on social media until 2020 when Musk took to Twitter to say he didn't know Maxwell at all. Quote, "She photobombed me once at a Vanity Fair party several years ago," he tweeted in July 2020. Real question is why VF invited her in the first place. Now, that is a real question. But that's not the only question. That is a good question, though. Why was she invited in the first place? That's a great question. But again, whataboutism does not save you here. But the story seems slightly more complicated according to a recent report from the New York Times. When the photograph was taken, Maxwell asked Musk if there was a way to delete information about oneself off the internet. The Times reported on Tuesday. Maxwell also told the Tesla CEO she wanted him to destroy the internet, a Vanity Fair worker who was standing next to the pair told the Times. Now, I can totally understand why a boomer pedophile would be like, hey, I know you're a tech guy. Can you destroy the internet? Yeah, that sounds like something a boomer pedophile would say. I see it. Now, again, does that necessarily indict Elon Musk? I don't think so. But why wouldn't Elon Musk tell that story? Now, again, maybe he doesn't remember. It's possible. The staffer, who chose to remain anonymous due to potential repercussions, said the pair also discussed aliens, and Musk brought up his theory that reality could be a simulation. Oh, so Musk says it was a photobomb, and now this person is saying that they had, theoretically, a few minutes of conversation. Musk did not respond to a request for comment from Insider ahead of the publication. The photo of the billionaire alongside Maxwell, a known associate of Jeffrey Epstein, was widely shared on Twitter earlier this year as well, after the billionaire initially offered to buy Twitter for $44 billion in April. It showed up on Twitter again last week, only this time with a new context note as part of Twitter's new feature, Birdwatch, which aims to curb misinformation. A tweet featuring the photo had a note on the bottom that said the photo of Musk and Maxwell is captured at the Vanity Fair Oscar party in 2014. It's the only picture of the pair. There's no photo evidence to suggest they conversed. Musk later responded about the picture and said he didn't know Maxwell and that she photobombed him. So, there you go. That's interesting. Now, again, am I saying that Elon Musk was best friends with Ghislaine and Jeffrey? What a couple of names, by the way. That sounds like you could write a sitcom. Ghislaine and Jeffrey. You know, that's a sitcom right there. You know, free if anyone wants to use it. Is anyone saying that Elon Musk and Ghislaine or Jeffrey are best friends? No. I'm not saying that. I don't think that. But I think it is weird that these billionaires all have these strange little parties where they have casual conversations with pedophiles about destroying the internet and simulation theory. I just think that that's interesting. So, and again, if I'm Elon Musk, I would want to get as far away as this from this as possible and get as far ahead of this as possible. So, hey, I'm just throwing that out there. A little interesting, a little something to think about. Inconclusive, but it is certainly food for thought. So, reminder that folic acid is added to bread in grocery stores. So if you eat grocery store bread, you eat folic acid. There's no quality judgment or, moral judgment. I'm not saying if that's good or bad. I'm just saying if you do eat bread, you are getting dosed with folic acid. Is it probably a good thing? Maybe. I don't know. But you should just know what you're eating, All right, Elon Musk. I know. So this one, I want this segment to be a little bit more in depth on Elon. Now again, Elon Musk, total fucking moron. If you think Elon Musk is smart, you are an idiot. It's that simple. Billionaires, there's two ways you become a billionaire, right? Or not just, there are two things that you need to be to become a billionaire, right? A psychopath and lucky. That's it. There's a lot of psychopaths out there. Not all of them get lucky. There's a lot of people that are lucky, but aren't psychopaths, and therefore they don't become billionaires, right? In order to become a billionaire, you need to be. It is a requirement. Now, we can discuss other things that are like, it just so happens to be coincidentally that a lot of our billionaires in modern society are fucking morons. Am I going to say that you need to be stupid to be a billionaire? No, but you need to be. These are prerequisites. I'm willing to debate anybody on this. Come on my show. Let's have a debate. Psychopath and lucky. Those are the only things. There's a lot of psychopaths out there, and there's a lot of lucky people out there, but you need to be both in order to become a billionaire. And it also just so happens that Elon Musk is a fucking moron. So anyway, Elon Musk, once again, at it again. Elon Musk posted a bizarre photo of his bedside table featuring 2 guns, 4 empty cans of caffeine-free Coke, and a picture of George Washington. What is this photo, by the way? Why does every news outlet use this photo of Elon Musk? Like, this photo is just so cringe, it blows my goddamn mind. Anyway. Elon Musk posted a picture of his bedside table on Twitter early on Monday morning featuring guns and cans of Diet Coke. The billionaire CEO captioned the picture, "My bedside table," which featured a series of unusual objects including 2 guns, 4 empty cans of caffeine-free Diet Coke, and a recreation of the Emmanuel Litsu painting of George Washington crossing the Delaware River. The picture of Washington is attached to the case holding one of the guns. Now, first of all, I want to be extremely explicit that you need to understand that he placed all of these items here specifically before taking this picture. This is not like just what his bedside table looks like naturally, right? I guarantee you he placed the guns there. I guarantee you he placed the Coke cans there in that particular order. Now, again, you can also see a lot of rings. I don't doubt that he puts Coke cans here, but I guarantee you he placed the guns here before taking this photograph. 100% guaranteed. 100%. 100%. At least, at the very least, this gun right here. There's no way this gun was here before he took the photograph. But also, what the fuck is this fucking shit? Like, seriously, the George Washington thing? That's crazy. Also, why is this guy drinking caffeine-free Diet Coke? Very strange. He added an apology to the tweet saying, "There's no excuse for my lack of coasters. It is unclear if Musk actually took the picture himself or if it is actually his bedside table." Musk has previously expressed support for the Second Amendment right to bear arms earlier this year after the Robb Elementary School shooting in Uvalde, Texas. That's one, as far as moments in human history to reiterate your support for the Second Amendment, the mass slaughter of children, not one of those moments I would have thought of. Oh, kids just got slaughtered en masse. Yeah, I support the Second Amendment. Musk is well known for his love of Diet Coke. In 2007 interview, he told The Ink that at one point he consumed 8 cans of Diet Coke and lots of coffee in a day to stay on top of his hectic schedule. Musk said his offices have only caffeine-free Diet Coke now. So, there's not much here to talk about. But again, the only reason he has guns here is because he's in a right-wing echo chamber. Let's be honest. Now again, I ask you this question. To all the Elon fanboys, you have your time to prove me wrong. Okay? I'm giving you a free opportunity to prove me wrong. Can you, since Elon Musk actually purchased Twitter, since the purchase went through, can you give me one example, one of Elon Musk talking to, in a positive manner, someone who is a liberal or a left-winger? One. Find one tweet. Because I can find 30, 40, 50 tweets of him talking to pedophiles, groomers, neo-Nazis, right? Right-wingers, at the very least, right-wingers, right? But he has, again, talked to pedophiles, groomers, and neo-Nazis as well as right-wingers. But a huge majority, I would say, are right-wingers that are not pedophiles and groomers. Now, again, I think right-wingers and neo-Nazis are interchangeable at this point, but again, that's just my personal opinion. But if I'm willing to say that that's not the case and they're not interchangeable, he has talked to dozens and dozens of right-wingers at the very least. But can you find one positive interaction that he has had with a liberal account or a left-wing account? One. Because I'd be interested. I haven't seen it. I've looked. I've asked many Elon Musk fanboys to tell me, because Elon Musk claims to be a centrist. He claims he's in the middle, right? So everyone that I know that's in the middle, they talk to liberals, they talk to conservatives. That's what being in the middle is. Elon Musk doesn't talk to liberals. He certainly doesn't talk to left-wingers. He only talks to right-wingers. So again, if anyone has any, information that I have missed, I'm willing to update my model of the universe. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say, if you send me evidence of something, I'm not going to sit here and say that's not real. But, it is strange that he's doing this weird virtue signaling George Washington and guns. You know, that's a weird thing to do. And I guarantee you, no matter what you think of Elon Musk, you know for a fact, this gun was not here before the picture was taken. This gun, debatable. It looks like it's like a collectible. This gun was not here before the picture was taken. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So anyway, this guy is... It's just really embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be a human being on planet Earth in the era of Elon Musk. I'm embarrassed. To all the aliens out there, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know. You're sitting back and you're waiting for the moment to interact, and I know Elon Musk is making it hard. And I'm sorry. But goddamn, I feel embarrassed on behalf of humanity. So, anyway. Elon Musk is unironically doing communist propaganda showing the cringe and batshittery of the capitalist class. I would absolutely say that would be inadvertent. I don't think Elon Musk is smart enough to do that, right? But absolutely, I agree. Anyway, I didn't really have that much news to talk about today, so I'm down to just do a Q-cock. If anyone is interested in chatting for a little bit. That wraps up the news portion. I know, Realon. I know. Shut the fuck up. I know you're typing your message. This is Realon. Alright, shut the fuck up, motherfucker. Preemptive. Shut the fuck up. Because I know they haven't said anything yet, but... But yeah, so Q-cock, questions, comments, or concerns, folks. Yeah, Realon was like about to press enter and then heard me talking and was like, ooh, backspace, backspace, backspace. What is the picture with the green background? What? This one? I think this is like a lake with a mountain. I'm not sure. But I got that at a thrift store. Anytime I see paint on canvas, I purchase. Like, that's just my particular... Like, you know, like non-reproduction paint on canvas, I'll purchase it. This Q-cock, when the hell am I getting a post office box? January 1st, I promise. That's the deadline. Did Max get turkey? Donald James, what kind of stupid fucking question is that? Goddamn Medicare. Oh, Evil Vacuum, I heard this is the coolest show on the interwebs, and I had to check it out. Who told you that is my question. And second of all, welcome to the program. Talk about the shelf again. It's a shelf. I got Mega Man 2 on Game Boy right here. Not sealed. As opposed to all the other games, this one is opened. What do I think of Tofurkey? I had Tofurkey for the first time recently. It's yummy, but goddamn, I feel like I suffered some health problems after eating it. But it is yummy, I will tell you. But I also, you know, did not feel great afterwards. So, I don't know. Once again, I would be remiss if I didn't tell people to subscribe to my second YouTube channel. I'm very close to 23% of the way to monetization. Now again, I don't care. If you like Doom or not, that is irrelevant to me. I couldn't possibly care less about that. I want you to subscribe anyway. I'll become monetized. Then do whatever you want. Then I don't care. Just help boost me in the algorithm. Get me to the monetization status. Right. And then, you know, from that point, it's all good. My friends are concerning on making a tofurkey. I don't know how to make it from scratch, like with raw ingredients. I had a store-bought one. So, maybe I ate too much. I most certainly ate too much. That is not up for debate. I most certainly ate too much. Max is not a vegetarian. Max's food has fish in it. Next time, as much as I love Max the dog, whatever my next dog is, I would be very interested in my next dog being a vegetarian. But that requires a lot, home cooked meals. It requires, frequent, all that kind of stuff. But I would absolutely love to raise a vegetarian dog. I read studies that vegetarian dogs live a lot longer. Well, there is two prongs, right? Home cooked meals for dogs make them live a lot longer, and vegetarian dogs live a lot longer. Well, not necessarily a lot longer. There's little studies on vegetarian dogs versus home cooked meals. But again, dogs are not humans, right? Humans, vegetarianism, super easy, very minimal upkeep, But for dogs, it is not that easy. You have to do a lot of paying attention to vitamins and all that kind of stuff. You have to do a lot of upkeep. And again, as a human, when you feel like you're craving an electrolyte or something that maybe you're deficient in, you go do it. A dog can't really communicate that really well. So, again, it's going to take me a while, but I would like to raise a vegetarian dog at some point. But, again, it's extremely difficult to make sure that they're getting everything that they need and all that. And I am not nearly informed enough to do that with Max at the moment. But, there you go. Yeah, I will tell you this, though. Max loves carrots. Baby carrots, I throw that shit. I eat, I'll take a baby carrot. I'll chomp off half of it. Right? And then I'll throw it in the air and Max will jump the fuck up. And he will jump his legs are off the ground. He's in midair. He has taken flight and he will fucking chomp that shit in midair. We're talking, he will jump up neck high for that shit sometimes. Motherfucker loves baby carrots. But I like to bite half of it off for myself, because that way it's, it's a little big. A default baby carrot's a little big for him. He has to chew it, right? So, I'll give him a full-length baby carrot, when he's on the ground. But I don't want him to jump up and catch it in midair because, that could theoretically be a choking hazard. But, good multivitamins and probiotics for dogs. Excellent. Is my guest Sandy? Unfortunately, no. But at someday, one of these days. I'll give you one hint for tomorrow's guest. One hint. Are you watching? All right, that's your hint. You brush your dog's teeth by putting dog toothpaste on carrots. Are they, they're able to swallow that, right? So that's cool. I'm into that. I'd love to have Matt Binder on the show, but I don't know. I'm not friends with Matt Binder in any capacity, so that's not going to happen. Unless someone were to do that for me. So. Carrots really help. As long as I can eat it. I gotta look into that. I've been trying to get Max's dental situation fixed a little bit. I got some treats or whatever that he chews on, but they're a little weirdly shaped. It's weird. It's strange, but he would come on. See, that's the thing is, maybe Progressive Kev, but how? I've asked him to come on the show, and I never got a reply. So, but I don't take that as offense. How do you reach out to these people? You don't. If someone's at a certain level of popularity, there is no reaching out. You need an intro. That's the only reason I got on his show before when I was doing the protest stuff was I had an intro to get on. So, without an intro, you can't really talk to any of those people. Which, I'm not saying that that's necessary. Like, that's not a moral judgment of their character. But that is just the fact of it, Oh. Yeah, like, ignoring something is not necessarily because you saw it and are like, ooh, this person, it's just, we're inundated with a lot of notifications. You might see something and then think, oh shit, I'm gonna reply, but then you forget, and then the notification is on read and not unread, so then you don't click on it again. It happens to me all the time, so it's whatever. But there you go. Yeah, these are Christmas pajamas. I don't really like Christmas, but they're comfortable, and I got them as a gift, so. Hello, Infinity Crusade. But yes, this is the Q-Cock portion of the program, folks. Get your Q's, and don't forget to get your cocks. Questions, comments, or concerns. Freeform, motherfucker. Until I get bored and stop the stream. That's pretty much what we're doing. Yeah, Max the dog is very resistant to... I've tried brushing his teeth before with just like a very basic, toothbrush and some like, just water, really, just to like, get some of the grime off as like a way to introduce him to the concept. And he does not like it at all. Like, so I don't know. He's old, and he's a formerly abused dog. So, it's a factor to factor in. But Max the dog will go, "Arr, arr," and then I'll do this where he's like, "Arr." That's what he does when I try to brush his teeth. Is Quake 2 on my shelf? Oh, here he is. He's right here. Max, I was calling you. I don't have Quake 2 big box. So, I have most of the Doom big boxes, but I don't have Quake 2 big box. But I have a Quake 2 CD. Jewel case. I just don't have a big box. I'd like to get one at some point. What kind of sound does Max make in his sleep? When he dreams, he goes... He like hiccups. He makes this weird hiccup sound in his sleep. Because I think he's like dreaming, and I don't... I usually wake him up because like I hope he's okay, He seems like he's having nightmares. So... Where's the Q&A feature? The Q&A feature sucks. Do I play RPGs? I used to like RPGs a lot more, but the last RPG I played was The Outer Worlds by the guys who made Fallout New Vegas, but I never beat it. Like, I liked playing it. Like, it was fun to play when I'm on shrooms and I'm just like wandering around and like looking at the skybox, like that's fun. But like it's hard for me to play any new game at all, let alone one that's like, 50 hours. You know what I mean? So, Max, what the fuck are you doing? I'm very good at dog noises. Yeah, I could do... Now, I will tell you this. To all the the trans women out there, trans women are the best at voice acting. Okay? This is a fact. Okay? This is a little known fact. All right? In fact, I might turn this into a segment. This is important information. Transgender women are the best people for the job when it comes to voice acting. It's just a fact, right? There is no one else, no other demographic on this planet that has as much vocal control as transgender women. It's just a fact. That's a fact. I'm sorry if that offends you, whatever, all that, right? Now, again, no offense to the transgender men out there. Y'all got that shit on easy mode, okay? When you're, hey, I'm just saying, there's a lot of other stuff that's, you know, but when it comes to the voice thing, transgender men, they're on easy mode, okay? They got like baby mode, peaceful mode, whatever it is. They're riding that shit on easy street. You know, you take that testosterone and boom, all of a sudden you sound like a man, no effort, right? You know, again, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Trans women, on the other hand, we're fucked. And not in the good dick way. Not in the good dick way. We are fucked, okay? No dick, and it's not good. If there was dick, it's not good, but there's no dick either. And so, you know, we got to do all this shit ourselves. And so, you know, in order, you know, to change your voice, you need to do a lot of vocal training, a lot of practice. And as a result, I have really excellent abilities to modulate my voice in whatever way I want. I have a lot of control over my voice. I can make a lot of crazy ass sounds. I'm just saying. If there's anything that the trannies are good at, it's voice acting, okay? Throwing that one out there. You know, to all the transgender women, you know, hey, that's our superpower. So, there you go. Yeah, Sinkwell, I don't recommend watching any old videos of anything, but, you know, thanks. I don't know what that means, though. I don't know what you're saying. But I appreciate it, I guess, nonetheless. Yep, this is the kind of show I just make those noises that, like, you know, toddlers make. I'm almost out of coffee. Yeah, I mean, I always get like a lot of viewers by the end of the show, which makes me think I should start my show at like 10:30 or something. I don't know. Favorite coffee flavors? I usually drink black coffee. And to anybody that drinks black coffee, you know there's a large variety of flavor profiles in black coffee. Now, I am not an expert by any means. For you know, the flavor, I don't know how to describe the flavor profile for black coffee. But if you've ever had really good black coffee, you know that shit is fucking amazing, right? Like gas station black coffee, right? But like, you know, when you're drinking like some, you know, freshly roasted, freshly ground coffee, right? You don't need anything else. It just tastes amazing, right? So, but like as far as flavors, I don't really know how to describe, what my favorite flavor would be. You know what I mean? Like when you say flavor, I assume you're talking about like the sweetener bullshit, but that's not the realm that I'm in. I don't really do. I have like some, you know, like low calorie, 0 calorie syrup stuff, but I very rarely ever use it. You know, it's just if I'm doing something like fancy for the sake of it, you know, every once in a while, right? I was considering, if I were to ever do like a small business, I would love to sell coffee. I think affordable coffee is something that's like very hard to come by. The only milk I'll use is soy milk, sometimes oat milk. But the only cow milk I eat is in the form of cheese, and I don't eat cheese too often. I'm considering just cutting cheese altogether, but Do I ever sing? I sing all day, every day to my dog. Pretty much every single time I'm walking around the house, I am singing to Max the dog in some fashion. I have a variety of Max the dog songs. I will never reveal them on stream unless it's in the form of an album. I gotta learn how to play an instrument. If I ever learn how to play an instrument, which I'm very interested in, then maybe I'll record an album of my Max the dog songs. But yeah, all day as I'm walking around the house, Max is, following me, and he's like, and I'm singing about how great he is and how he's a fluffy doggy, all that stuff. But yes, I do sing all day, every day. Pretty much. I got that from my grandparents. My grandparents would just sing about like what they're doing, like, washing the whatever, What instrument would I be interested in? The most interesting instrument for me would be a bass guitar. But I'm also interested in learning a MIDI keyboard. Those are the two most interesting things that I would say I have. If I were to learn any sort of musical thing, it would be either a MIDI keyboard or a bass guitar. Have I tried vegan cheese? I've done a couple cooking with the bitch videos where I use vegan cheese, and it was excellent. But the thing about vegan cheese is, again, it's the expensive stuff, right? Like, it is way more expensive than milk cheese. And, I think that will reverse in time, but I don't eat vegan cheese often, but I'm considering just dropping cheese altogether. The main issue for me with cheese is pizza. I love pizza, so either I'm gonna learn how to make my own pizza, or I have to find a vegan pizza place for delivery. But that's really the last stopgap for me. MIDI keyboard has a big delay. I would rather play on a regular keyboard. I've never tried it before, but I play a lot of Doom, and in the Doom community, MIDI music is a very popular art form, and I would love to learn how to create them for my Doom levels and other such things. So that's my interest in MIDI keyboards, as opposed to just like other forms of keyboards. Who is going to be stupid? If everything wasn't stupid, that is a good question. Who would be stupid? I don't know what that means, Fun P. Organic coffee is the best, cheapest at the food co-op. Yeah, if you can ever get your hands on freshly roasted, freshly ground coffee, I highly recommend it. And when I say freshly roasted, I mean like, within a week, within like a couple days. I I can't, if any coffee fans out there, can't recommend it enough. QCock, how stupid are Americans? Americans are probably the dumbest group of people who've ever lived. And I've said this before, but again, shorthand, think of the delta of available information, like all of human history and all of science, medicine, all of these industries, together for millennia, crafting the compendium of human knowledge and resources versus what the average American understands about the world. Jesus, Goddamn. Second most stupid people, British people. Oh. I don't know if I would stream myself learning a musical instrument out of fear of embarrassment. You might not know this based on my antics, but I get very embarrassed if I don't do things well in front of other people. Now, I consider all of my speech-related skill to be extremely proficient compared to other things, you know, but I don't like to stream myself doing something I'm bad at. I just get embarrassed, and then I get frustrated, and then I don't enjoy myself. So, as far as, like, learning a musical instrument, I feel like I would try it. If I were to do that on stream, I would try it and then never do it again out of fear of embarrassment. I try to share your talking points with others, but in a less abrasive way. I mean, you got to do what you got to do, depending on the audience, right? I saw Herschel Walker said that everyone born after 1990 should leave the country. Maybe I'll talk about that later. Because, hey, if Herschel Walker wants to use his fucking football money to pay for my ticket out of here, I'm in. Let's go. I'm sure most people born after 1990 would also take that opportunity. Anyway, that's it for my show today, y'all. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'm going to have a guest on tomorrow in 23 hours from now. Exactly. Well, 23 hours, 1 minute. Oh, just kidding. 23 hours from now. I'll have a guest on the show. 22 and a half hours from now, I will start the show. So, there you go. Should be great. And there you go. My toddler niece put crayons up her nose, and when told not to do this, she said, "I'm doing a COVID test." There you go. But anyway, bye-bye!
We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources. Everybody comes in your grandmother. 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 Comes in your grandmother.
I eat extra sharp. That's what I eat.
No, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Yes.
As far as my relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
Here's the polls, Jack. You guys are all the same.
And this is just the beginning of America First.